Welcome back to Mini in a Minute. Today we're covering one of the newest characters in MCP, Ultimate Spider-Man. So let's waste no time and get right into it. Ultimate Spider-Man has a 4-4-3 defensive stat line, but don't worry, he's got defensive tech. He's a size 2 character with a long move. His first attack is Swinging Strike, a ranged 3 5-dice attack that gains power equal to damage dealt. It also has a wild trigger for Web Up. After the attack is resolved, the defender gains the slow special condition. Then, if the defender is size 3 or less, Miles may push it towards himself short. This is a perfect tool for displacement and can really slow down your opponent's game. Slow against your opponent's extract characters can be devastating. Next up, he has a Stun Web, a range 4-dice energy attack that gives Miles 1 power after the attack is resolved. If damage is dealt, the defender gains Stun. Stun is an incredibly strong special condition that weakens your opponent's power economy, especially on high threat models. Last up, we have his iconic spender, Master of Venom Blast. It's a range 2, 8-dice energy attack that costs 4 power. Before damage is dealt, the defender gains shock and stun, meaning all damage will only give your opponent 1 power, which is huge. Then, for each wild rolled, you choose a number of enemy characters within range 3 of the defender, equal to the number of wilds, and those chosen characters suffer 2 damage. This allows Miles to deal big splash damage to grouped up enemies and finish off low health characters. His first superpower is Web Swing. For 2 power, you can place Miles within range 3 of his current position. When you make a swinging strike after using it, you may add 2 dice to that attack roll. This gives Miles great mobility on top of his long move, and extra damage. Next up is his reactive clapback, fittingly titled, "You did you, now I'ma do my thing." After an attack targeting Miles is resolved, you can spend 2 power to advance short to the attacker. Then, if you are within range 2, you can immediately make a swinging strike attack. This gives Miles the mobility to avoid being displaced off points, and if you hit a wild, you can displace your opponent while staying put yourself. Incredibly strong. Next up is his defensive tech, Ultimate Spider Sense. Ultimate Spider-Man may reroll failure results in his defense and dodge rolls, and can reroll up to 2 additional dice. This means his Spider Sense even works against mystic attacks, which is extremely strong, giving him surprising durability. Last up, Miles has Stealth and Wall Crawler, so he'll have no trouble maintaining his long move even when climbing terrain. On his injured side, Miles loses 1 stamina, but besides that, nothing else changes. Now let's talk about some of the affiliations he's in. Ultimate Spider-Man has 1 home, the Web Warriors. He can play under 2 potential leaderships. First up, Amazing Spider-Man's Friendly Neighborhood Spider Team, which lets you pay a power to give an enemy slow. And if they've already had the slow special condition, you get to place them and remove the condition. Miles loves this leadership since he already hands out slow, and this makes his displacement even better. It's a pretty good leadership for him. Next up, we have the Into the Spider-Verse Leadership Style Team Tactic card. When this character attacks, defends, or dodges, if you roll a skull, you may place yourself within range 1 of your current position. Now, the MCP community is torn on this one. Some say it's incredibly strong, others say it's underwhelming. Personally, I think it's on the stronger side, and Ultimate Spider-Man benefits from it a lot. This is because a free range 1 bump is always useful, especially to adjust your positioning so your opponent can't double tap you. With Miles' stealth ability, he can attack twice and bump out of range, making it tough for your opponent to retaliate. Now let's talk about some of his counters. Miles doesn't really have a lot of hard counters, but one of the big ones is characters that stop him from rerolling his defense dice. These characters like Agent Venom, Venom, or Maximus the Mad with his spender. Other than that, Miles seems like a pretty solid and balanced character. If you've noticed any counters playing him, drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys have found. Now let's talk about some of Ultimate Spider-Man's Team Tactic cards. He's got 2 available to him. First up is Brief Reprieve. Ultimate Spider-Man and any number of allied characters can spend 1 power. Characters who spent power can remove 1 damage or 1 special condition. Characters with an activated token get their power refunded to them. This is a very strong card to help your team stay alive. Best used at the end of all your activations so you can get that power refund. Next up, we have Spider-Man. It's an unaffiliated team tactic card that lets Miles Morales and Peter Parker pay 2 power each to play it. If they are within range 3 of each other, the not currently active character can place within range 2 of the active character and make a free attack. As this can be used with any version of Miles or Peter, there's a lot to consider. From Ultimate Miles' perspective, he can potentially slow and push someone. However, the 4 power cost might be a little bit steep, so timing this card is key. So the strategy with Ultimate Spider-Man is simple. Keep your opponents off points using displacement and slow effects from the swinging strike. Build up your power and unleash your mastered Venom Blast when the time is right, ideally against grouped up enemies. Focus on characters that rely heavily on power generation to shut down their game plan. You can find Ultimate Spider-Man in CP169, which includes Prowler, Spider-Man, and Ultimate Spider-Man, retailing for $54.99 USD. I'll have it linked in the description below if you're looking for it. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next Mini in a Minute. Let me know in the comments who you guys want to see in the next Mini in the Minute. And thanks for watching.